What's up guys, it's your boy TD9 Games here, and today we got a different video than usual. Usually we have a Football Manager series on the stream, saving Schalke, which we're currently doing. Today we've got a tips and informational video for Football Manager 2022. Today we have the top 10 saves to do, in my opinion, on Football Manager 2022. If you're doing any of these saves or doing any saves yourself and want to share with me, please do comment in the comment section down below, or hit me up on any of my social media. We stream every day on Twitch, twitch.tv/TD9Games. Football Manager, we stream there almost every day on our save. Now the first team is going to be a team that everybody's going to do a save with this year, and that is Newcastle United. Now Newcastle recently got bought over. They're now the richest team in the world, the richest football team in the world. At the very start of the transfer window, or when you first come here, you have 257 million in overall balance, and you also have 200 million in the transfer budget, and you also have about 500k spare in wages at the minute. With a lot of players you can sell on, and a lot of players you can bring in with 200 million, this is going to be a very interesting save. I know a lot of people already who are doing Newcastle save, and they're sharing it on Twitter, and I'm looking at it going like, I might have to dabble my toes into that as well. But Newcastle is definitely the first team that everyone's going to be going for this year. I can guarantee that 90% of Football Manager players will have a save with Newcastle this year. May it be their main save or the save they have on the side for a bit of fun. Either or, Newcastle is team number 1. Following up from Newcastle, team number 2 is Schalke. Now Schalke is a team I'm currently doing a save with myself, and I find them very interesting. We're currently 4 seasons into it at the minute. Schalke in 2011 got to the semi-final of the Champions League, getting beat by Sir Alex Ferguson's Manchester United. Schalke 8-10 years ago were a good team in European football, a good team in Germany. With Schalke, 50 million in debt, 0 transfer budget, a squad of aging players, and your best players out on loan to bigger and better teams around Europe. I feel like Schalke is a very interesting one. Like, going on to team number 3 now, and I feel like everybody's going to do a save with this team at some point. There's such an interesting team to do a save around right now. Wrexham. The Wrexham Football Club are in the Vanarama National League, which is the 5th tier of English football. So you have a long way to go before you get to the Premier League. So that's more of a long-term save, Wrexham, right now. But the Wrexham got bought over by Ryan Reynolds, the actor Ryan Reynolds, Mr. Deadpool himself. He's bought over Wrexham. He's pumped some money into it. I believe at the start you have about 2 to 3 million to work with. For a team in the 5th tier English football, that is a lot of money. Already this year they did spend 300k in real life. So they are spending money in real life to bring in players to try and get them up the footballing ladder of the English football. I feel like they'll be a very good long-term save with Ryan Reynolds as the chairman. That's the only reason you need to go to Wrexham. Now team number 4, it's a very interesting and a very obscure one, but it's the one I am going to do myself. So I thought I would share with you guys. FC Football Club Nordsjælland. I definitely must pronounce that, Nordsjælland. I think they play in Denmark 1st Division. The reason I put these guys on it is because of their affiliated and the players that they have. So they have a very good youth system and a very good youth team coming through. As you see here on the right hand side, this could be mistaken for their under 21 team or under 19 team. This is their first team. This is FC Nordsjælland's first team. Only one player is over the age of 32, and he is wanted as well. And his contract runs out at the end of the season. So if he goes, you'll have no one in the full club over the age of 24 years of age. This is a very young up and coming team. A lot of good youngsters here and hereabouts. A lot of good youngsters here. For example, Jacob Christensen, for example. He's already 20 years old. He's wanted by top clubs in England, Arsenal, Tottenham and all. You've got Adamo Nagalo, who's wanted by Inter, AC, Juve and Porto at 18 years of age, a centre back from Ivory Coast. And this is a guy I'm really interested in, Ibrahim Sadiq. I've had him before and he's really good. At 21 years of age from Ghana. Well, as you can see here, there is a lot of different countries right now. And the reason for FC Nordsjælland having a lot of different countries is their affiliated clubs. They have a lot of affiliated clubs. A lot of within Denmark, yes. They are. The two that really spot on to me is they have a senior affiliate and a small affiliated club. Now, the senior affiliate is Manchester City, which means City, you can loan players from Manchester City, which is massive, without paying their wages if needed. But the biggest thing for me was the Right to Dream Academy in Ghana. Ghana's #1 footballing academy. They've produced youngsters such as Brian Oviedo came through the academy, Mateus Kudos, Emery Moore, all came through either the FC Nordsjælland Academy or the Right to Dream Academy. Now, you have first buy on Right to Dream, and if I didn't load up the, as you can see here right now, they have no players. What I would recommend doing is getting a Ghana extension or something like there. So if you can have players within the Right to Dream Academy from the very start, then that'll be massive for you. You also have first purchase on any players leaving the Right to Dream Academy. And the prize money in Denmark football is not big. You get 1 million for winning the league. But you can get into the Champions League if you finish in the top 2 for the qualifying. Europa League 3rd, and then Europa League 2 4th and 5th. So even though you might not be the biggest team in Denmark, you have FC Copenhagen, you have Brøndby, you have FC Midtjylland, then you have FC Nordsjælland as well, Randers FC. It's a decent team to start at, and because you're such a young team, you could develop a lot of youngsters, and I feel like this is a very long-term save to try and make FC Nordsjælland the best team in Europe, but you're taking a different path because you've got a good academy, you've a very good senior affiliate, and a small affiliate linked to bring players on loan and loan people out too, etc. So I feel like that will be a very good, interesting save, and that is team number 4. Team number 5 is Deportivo de la Coruna. They are a Spanish team in the Spanish Federation First Division A, which is the 3rd division of Spanish football. Deportivo used to be a big Spanish team in the early 2000s, late 1900s. They beat the Real Madrid's best team ever, the Galacticos, in the Copa del Rey final in 2004. They reached the Champions League semi-final in 2004. Fast forward 17 years later, they are now in the 3rd division in Spanish football. In the 3rd tier, you have Atletico Bilbao B team. La Coruña's rivals is Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo's B team plays in the same division as La Coruña playing. So this is a long-term save to try and take La Coruña back up to where they used to be, which is in the brinks of European football year in, year out, in the late 90s and the early 2000s. And I feel like that would be a very, very interesting save to do. Number 6 now, we're going to go to Wales right now, and we're going to go to Cardiff Met Uni. The Cardiff Met are playing in the Welsh Premier League division. Not the strongest of divisions, it's ranked number 109 in competition reputation. The Polish 2nd, the Kazakhstan 1st division, the Polish 2nd division are all above it right now. As you see, it's kind of been dominated by Konasquay and TNS for years and years. Why Cardiff Met? Why not any other team in the league? There's one professional team in Welsh football in this league, and that is TNS. Every other team in this league is semi-professional, apart from Cardiff Met. Cardiff Met are an amateur football team who played in the Europa League playoffs last year and got beat by 1 goal. They were 1 goal away from going into the Europa League as an amateur team in Welsh football. They're an amateur team in a Welsh Premier League, which means your players can be snapped up anytime throughout the season. So this is a very interesting save because you can take over an amateur club. You got to be willing to be ready to bring players in every minute, every minute, because your player, you could sign a good player, you could play 4 or 5 good games. Next thing you know, he's out the door. He's getting poached by another team in the league, another team in your division. So for you to win the league is a massive, massive achievement. For qualifying for the Europa League, Champions League is massive itself. The club could potentially turn semi-professional in a year or 2, but you start off as an amateur team, so the first year or two is going to be very difficult for you to do anything with them. But in real life, they were very close to qualifying for the Europa League football, so it is doable. It's not impossible, but it is a very hard challenge to do. Team number 7 now is Sunderland. Why Sunderland? Sunderland, their biggest rivals is the richest team in the whole world, Newcastle. Can you dethrone the richest team in world football? But not only that, they have 10,000 steps head start on you as well. You're in the 3rd division of English football in League 1. You have a rich history of being successful. You have a rich history of being successful in the past, winning Premier Leagues and Championships, but you're down now in League 1 and 3rd division. Newcastle will most likely win the Newcastle will most likely win the Premier League before you get Sunderland into the top 10 of the Premier League. So can you dethrone your rivals who are the richest team in the world when you start with a team that's 2 divisions below them and you have maybe 300-400 million less than they do per season? Now that is a very, very interesting challenge. Team number 8 is Barcelona. I don't really have to say much about Barcelona. We all know what happened with them. They lost Messi. They're in major debt. You have no money to spend. They brought in players like Memphis Depay and Aguero and all. But will they be able to help you get out of debt? Will you be able to take Barcelona back to the heights that they once were on with Lionel Messi? Can you find the next Lionel Messi of Barcelona? These are the questions I'm asking you, because this is a very good save. Barcelona is a very, very good save. In the game, you're a good team, but you've got to organise the finances because they are atrocious right now. You're 100 million in debt at the very start. You have no Lionel Messi to rely on. You have Pedri, but the man plays 400 games a season, so whether or not he'll be fit year in year out is another question. So I'll be very intrigued to see how long it takes people to get Barcelona financially safe and back to the very top of European football again. Team number 9. Team number 9 is Derby County. Derby County, if you have a look at the league, 0 games played, they are minus 12 points. Derby County entered administration, got minus 12 points. They have Wayne Rooney as manager. They won't when you take over, but yeah. In real life, Wayne Rooney is a manager trying to turn Derby County around in real life. You start off minus 12 points. You have got a mediocre team to say the least. You have a decent young core, like 3 or 4 young team players you can build a team around in a few years' time. But whether or not they will be enough to keep you safe in the championship this year when you're minus 12 points is another question. You don't have no money, you're minus 12 points. If you can keep Derby up this year in your first year, then you're going to do well. Then after that, it's all about building the team back up financially, building the team back up, getting into the Premier League where they belong, and seeing if you can win the Premier League ahead of teams like Newcastle, Man City, Liverpool, United, etc. I feel like it's a fun save because you already start minus 12 points. So that's a major kick in the teeth right away. So if you can survive first year, you're going to do very, very well with Derby County. Now, team number 10, and I wanted to include it. We've been to Germany, we've been to Spain, we've been to Denmark, we've been to England, and we've been to Wales. That's 5 nations. I'm going to give you 6 nations over 10 teams. Nation number 6 and team number 10 is AS Monaco. Monaco won Ligue back in 2017. I had to look to see what year we were in right now. 4 years ago, Monaco won Ligue. But at that time, they had Anthony Martial, they had Kylian Mbappe. Monaco have a good youth system. But can you dethrone the Ligue leaders and PSG? Because if you have a look at this here, PSG have won the league 4 times, Monaco won it, PSG won it 3 times, Lille won it last year. Last year in real life, Monaco did come third. You haven't got the best of squads either. You have Ben Yedder and Volland. You have Golovkin, you have Mertens, Fofana, you have Cesc Fabregas, you have Vito Manon. You don't have the best of squads right now. Can you take over Monaco and dethrone PSG? This by no means is a short term. You're not looking for short term success here in Monaco. When you come on, I would focus on youth because you've already got a few oldies who in a year or 2 will be gone. Ben Yedder be gone. Volland would be at the door. So you gotta come on. You gotta sort of got a blank canvas because you got a lot of players you can sell on and a lot of players that you can bring in to AS Monaco. But can you dethrone PSG, the best team in the world? The Neymar, the Messi, the Mbappe. Can you dethrone PSG as the best team in France right now? If you do like it, guys, and you want to see more top 10 videos from Football Manager, top 10 videos from myself in general, please make sure and smash the like button. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. We will be doing some social experiments soon as well within Football Manager. We are going to get the in-game editor as well. We don't use it within saves. We only use it for social experiments. We will use it for YouTube videos for social experiments. Hopefully you guys do enjoy, guys. This has been your boy TD9 Games. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Stay safe and love each other. Peace out.